Hey everyone, welcome back to Movie Recap. Today I'm gonna show you a movie called Traffic. It is a 2018 American thriller film directed and written by Dean Taylor and starring Paula Patton. The movie is about a romantic getaway turns into a nightmare for a couple after a group of bikers begin to harass them. Let's start. Film opens with a young woman dancing in a nightclub. She is approached by a man and agrees to leave with him. She is later abducted and stowed away in a trailer. In the next scene, we are introduced to Brea. She is a journalist for the Sacramento Post. She is upset to find that a rival journalist is covering a major scandal story that she had been trying to get published. Brea confronts her boss, Carl, who says her story is just a fluff piece. Later that evening, Brea goes out for a birthday dinner with her boyfriend John and their friends Darren and Malia. Darren ruins a whole surprise that John had planned for Brea, in which he was set to take her on a romantic getaway in the California mountains. The ladies then go to the bathroom where Brea thinks that John might propose, but she says she is just not ready for that. John surprises Brea with a car he built in his shop as they head off on their vacation. They stop at a gas station, where Brea enters the bathroom and meets a scared-looking woman named Kara. She tells Brea, "Sure feels a lot like the 4th of July," before a brutish biker guy comes in ordering Kara to hurry up. Outside the station, another biker is bugging John about his car and asks racist questions like if he's a ball player or if he worked in the prison auto shop. John tells the guy he doesn't want trouble, leading the biker to spit on his car, and John responds by punching him in the face. The biker pulls out a knife as his buddies surround John, but Sheriff Marnes intervenes and keeps the bikers away. John and Brea leave the station. On the road, one of the bikers starts to follow John and Brea. John speeds up and stops to cause the biker to swerve off the road and roll down a hill. Back at the station, the biker's leader, Red, chastises his goons for drawing attention to themselves and failing to get their hands on Brea. The couple arrive at their vacation house and spend the afternoon together in the pool. Their evening is disrupted when Darren and Malia make an unannounced visit, despite Darren making Malia believe that John was cool with it. The couples hang out until Darren gets a phone call letting him know that an athlete he represents just got jailed. He does coke to relieve himself. They then hear a ringing sound coming from Brea's bag. She finds a satellite phone in her bag, and she realizes that Kara slipped it into her bag. Thinking about her 4th of July comment, Brea figures that it's a passcode. It works and they unlock the phone. They find hundreds of pictures of battered women posing for ads, making the couples realize that this is part of a trafficking ring. Brea decides to call the police, but Darren stops her by bringing up the fact that John and Malia hooked up long before they knew either Brea or Darren. Malia is pissed at Darren's behavior, and she leaves him for good. Moments later, there is a knock at the door. Brea answers to find Kara there asking for her phone back. Brea offers to help, even as Kara angrily demands the phone back. She runs away as John, Brea, and Darren attempt to follow, only to see Red and the bikers turn on their headlights. Kara runs to Red and says she didn't get the phone back, and he shoots her in the head. The three run back into the house where Darren demands that they give up the phone. He even takes out a gun to make Brea give it to him. He goes outside to hand the phone back until he sees Malia's bag and realizes the bikers have her. He tries to make a deal with Red to give the phone back in exchange for Malia, but Red knows that the phone has been opened and they have been compromised. Darren tries to pull the gun on them, but the bikers stab him repeatedly before Red shoots him in the head. John and Brea escape the house through the garage as they are pursued by the bikers. The couple runs into the woods, where the racist biker from earlier tries to corner them. He attacks John with a knife, but Brea whacks him with a large branch before John gets the knife and stabs him, and Brea finishes him with a whack to the face. The couple run to a cabin, where an old man lives. He lets them inside to use the phone, and Brea asks to use the computer so that she can send a message to Carl, along with the pictures of the trafficked women. Unfortunately, another biker arrives and shoots the old man to death before attacking the couple. The computer is destroyed before Brea's message can go through. The biker fights John and shoots him in the side before Brea stabs him in the back. John manages to take the gun from the biker and shoot him in the head, but his wound is fatal. He tells Brea he got the biker's car keys and reaffirms his love for her before dying. Brea then finds an engagement ring that John was planning to propose with, and she wears it for him. Brea goes outside to try and start the car, but Red and the last biker find her. Before they can take her, Marnes arrives with a deputy after John called them. However, Marnes turns out to be part of the trafficking scheme, which she proves by shooting and killing the deputy. She berates Red and the biker for manhandling the girls, since they are products, as well as not deleting the evidence on the phone. They sedate Brea and take her away. Brea wakes up in a hidden location with the other trafficked women, including Malia. Brea confirms to her that John and Darren are dead. Red and his goon enter. He tells Brea he is keeping her all to himself. Brea responds by sticking a nail in his neck before she starts bludgeoning him to death. The biker attacks Brea, but Malia overdoses him with his sedative. Brea promises she will come back for Malia before going to get help. Brea walks out of the woods and finds herself near another gas station. She walks there in view of the other patrons who see how badly beaten she looks. She enters the store and asks the clerk to call the police. Brea swipes a phone from the counter and calls Carl for help. After dark, Marnes arrives for Brea. She orders her outside to arrest her. Brea asks Marnes if she takes any pride in trafficking women for profit. Marnes responds that everything is trafficked and she is just part of the system. Marnes cuffs Brea and takes her outside, only for a whole squad of cops to show up. Marnes is arrested, and the cops rescue the trafficked women. In the final scene back in Sacramento, Brea returns to work where Carl tells her that the trafficking ring bust will be big news everywhere, but that the people involved will most likely go after Brea. She simply replies, "Let them come," before walking out. Thanks for watching. See you in another movie recap. Please like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Have a nice day.